Okay, so this is going to be a very quick lecture on the CER, Claim Evidence Reasoning format that we use in science all the time. One of my favorite quotes is, "A claim without evidence is just an opinion." Anybody can make a claim. Anybody can say anything. But if you can't back up that claim with evidence, well, you're just giving your opinion. And opinions can be as easily ignored as anything else. So when you make a claim, especially in science, you always want to back up that claim with plenty of evidence, and then you want to explain that evidence with your reasoning. Okay? So that's what we're working on today. So one of my favorite quotes is from Richard Feynman. He was a physics professor, worked on the Manhattan Project, and was involved in discovering what happened to the Space Shuttle Challenger. Brilliant guy. But this quote is very important, I think, because it tells you that in science, you have to do experiments, you have to gather evidence and data. Otherwise, it doesn't matter how elegant or how beautiful your theory is. It doesn't matter how smart you are. If you don't have an experiment to support it, it doesn't mean anything. Okay? So, this is how we do it in science. We use claim evidence reasoning. Okay? Claim is a statement that answers a question or presents some information. It doesn't explain anything. It's a statement. This is the easy part. Anybody can make a claim. Right? But here's where it gets powerful. Evidence. Evidence is data and observations that support your claim. It can be numerical data, we call quantitative data. It could be descriptive or qualitative data, observations, things you see, smell, touch, feel, taste, okay? It could be calculations that result in a number that helps to support your claim, or tables of data. You don't explain anything in your evidence. You just list the facts. No explanation happens here. You just give data, as much data as you can to support your claim. Don't cherry pick the data. Don't just pick the data that helps to explain your claim. If there's data that contradicts it, you have to think about a new claim. Cherry picking data is a big problem in the scientific community and in the pseudo-scientific community these days, where people say that you can make your data support any statement that you make. Not if you're doing it right. Okay? If you're doing it right, your data should support your claim and you shouldn't be leaving out anything that refutes your claim. Otherwise, your claim's not really a good claim. And finally, you have the reasoning section. And this is where you explain why your evidence is important. Okay? How does it support the claim? You can use prior knowledge or something that we're learning in class as part of your reasoning to help support your claim. It's tying all the evidence into the claim and showing why it's important. Okay? This is what it looks like. We do what's called a T-chart. You write your claim up on top of the chart. Remember, that's just a sentence. On the left-hand column, you write your evidence. You just list it. No explanation, just the data. On the right-hand column, you are going to write your reasoning. It should be in paragraph form. You're going to explain the evidence. You're going to tell the reader why each piece of evidence is important. If it's in your evidence, it has to be discussed in your reasoning. You can't leave anything out. Likewise, if it's not in your evidence section, you shouldn't be talking about it in your reasoning unless it's prior knowledge or what we'd call general knowledge. Okay, so let's do an example. Here's a question that we're going to answer with a claim. Is silicon a metal, non-metal, or semi-metal? We already know the answer to this, right? But let's do this in T-chart form. Okay, so you draw a T-chart in your notes, and on top you're going to write your claim. I'm going to say my claim is silicon is a semi-metal. That's my claim. I hope that's your claim too, since we've already covered this stuff, right? All right, so what's some evidence that we have about silicon? We've seen silicon. We've looked at it. It was in a lecture on these metals, nonmetals, and semi-metals. You took a look at what properties it has. So what evidence do we have? Well, we know that it's shiny. We know that it conducts electricity. We know that it shatters when you hit it with a hammer. And we know that it's on the periodic table. Those are some pieces of evidence that we know about silicon. Notice I didn't explain why that proves that silicon is a semi-metal. I didn't say anything about that. I just listed some facts, some data about silicon. On the right-hand column, this is where I do my reasoning, and I write it as a paragraph. It says silicon is an element on the periodic table. Notice I'm mentioning my evidence. Silicon has some of the properties of metals like shininess or luster and the ability to conduct electricity. However, when hit with a hammer, it shatters, which means it's not malleable. Because metals must be malleable, silicon is not a metal. Also, because nonmetals are not shiny and do not conduct electricity, silicon is not a nonmetal. Silicon is a semimetal because it has some of the properties of a metal and some of a nonmetal. Very clear reasoning that explains why my evidence makes my claim true. That's CER. Okay? So, here's what I want you to do. You're going to watch this video. Okay? When you watch it, I want you to jot down evidence. She's going to make a claim. This little girl is going to make a claim. And I want you to jot down the evidence that you see. Okay?
I have evidence that proves my dad's a space alien. He speaks a weird language. He drinks green stuff. He says he's from Albuquerque. I'm not buying it. I mean, just look at him. And one more thing. He has a spaceship. The evidence doesn't lie. My dad is an alien.
The highly advanced Audi A6, named to current drivers 10 best.
So, she made a claim that her dad is a space alien. Here's your question. Is the girl's father a space alien? I want you to, in your notes, stop the video in your notes, draw a T-chart, make a claim, provide evidence from the video. You can rewind and go back and watch it again if you need to, and then explain how your evidence proves your claim. Okay? So go ahead and do that, and we'll catch you next time.